Hello everyone, this is Void Spirit. I'm here to bring you guys amazing fanfiction that you will surely enjoy. But before we start, please subscribe and like the video for more amazing content. CH12. Walpurgis. It's been 3 days since the attack of the fallen named Azazel, and now a Walpurgis is in motion. Rimuru was in his office wearing his demon lord outfit together with his wives, waiting for their guide to arrive. Are you sure you won't bring any subordinate, Luminous? Rimuru asked Luminous with somewhat a worried expression. There's no need to worry, my love, Luminous said as she kissed Rimuru on the cheeks. Even if you said that, I can't help but worries. There's this new demon lord candidate and we don't know if it's an idiot or not, Rimuru said. You don't have to worry, Rimuru, we will help Luminous if she's in danger, Yuna said. Yuna is right. Rimuru-san, that's why we are coming with you, to make sure that both of you won't be hurt, Chloe said. I'm so lucky to have you all as my wife, Rimuru said as he looks at his wives. We're still not married, you know, Yuna said. I know, but we will be in the future, Rimuru said. Yuna, hearing Rimuru's words, blushed. The four continued to chat until a door appeared out of nowhere and a blue hair maid came out from it. Rimuru-sama, Luminous-sama, I've come to be your guide, the maid said as she bowed to the two. Thank you for picking us up, Rain, Luminous said. Here, Rain. Rimuru give out a box to Rain which is full of desserts. Rain had somewhat of an excited look when Rimuru gave her the box full of Tempest-made sweets, but she immediately pulled herself back. Thank you for your generosity, Rimuru-sama, Rain thanked Rimuru. You're welcome. Anyway, let's move on, Rimuru said. Please head inside, Guy-sama is already waiting inside, Rain said. The four then step inside. Once they enter, they saw a pretty large table with 10 seats. 9 out of those seats are empty. Oh, Rimuru and Luminous, you both are the first to arrive as always, Guy said as he walks towards Rimuru. Well, it's been a long time since we hold a Walpurgis, so you know I'm kinda excited but also worried, Rimuru said as he looked at his wives and wife to be that is talking in the corner of the room. Worried about the two of them? Guy said. Yeah, I'm worried for the 3 of them, Rimuru replied. Wait, 3? Guy asks with a surprised expression. Well, Yuna was my fiancé, Rimuru said as he points at Yuna. You add the green-haired girl to your harem, huh? But I don't think you need to worry about them. 2 of your wife is a true hero and the other is a true demon lord, Guy said. Well, they are strong, but I still can help but be worried since there are these new demon lord candidate that I don't know about, and about Yuna. She is one of the reasons why I want to hold these Walpurgis, Rimuru said. Well, you don't have to worry about the demon lord candidate. He's strong but not strong enough to defeat any of us, but if you're worried about that green-haired girl, then means she must have a connection to that guy, Guy said. I'll tell you the details later when everyone arrived, Rimuru said. Alright, go ahead and take a seat, the others will be here soon, Guy said as he goes back to his seat. Rimuru then proceeded to take a seat. Next to him was Luminous and behind the two were Chloe and Yuna. After a few minutes, the demon lords one by one started to arrive. Ramirez was the one who came next after Rimuru. After she saw Rimuru, she complained because Rimuru left her in the labyrinth. She also brings Beretta and Trainee. The next to arrive was Dino. He was with Pico and Gracia, the 2 female primordial angels who decided to stay with Dino in Tempest. Rimuru also appointed the 2 to monitor Dino since Rimuru knows that if Dino and Veldora came up with some schemes it will be troublesome to deal with. Next to arrive was De Gruel, he didn't being any subordinate as always. Next was Leon with his 2 subordinate Alros and Claude. The last to arrive was Milim. Behind her were Frey and Carrion. When Milim saw Rimuru, she immediately run towards him. Rimuru, do you have any honey with you? Milim asked. I do have some with me, but why you ask? Rimuru said. Can I have some, please, please, please? Milim asked Rimuru with her usual puppy eyes. I just gives you 8 jars of honey last week and now you want more. Well, I kinda forgot to bring some, so, sigh. All right here, Rimuru said as he takes out 2 jars of Apito's honey and give them to Milim. Milim takes the jar off of Rimuru's hand and jump with excitement like a child. The other demon lords didn't mind the exchange since they are used to this kind of exchange. HMPH, a girl like this is a demon lord, how pathetic you all can be, an arrogant voice can be heard. When everyone heard the voice, they turn around to the location of that voice and there they saw a man standing. He was wearing a fancy suit of blue armor. He also had gills on his neck indicating that he is a sea dweller. HMMPH, are all of you demon lords a bunch of clowns to admit a child human to your ranks, the man said. Every one of the demon lords was visibly angry at the man's arrogant attitude. Why don't you take a seat before you run down your mouth, Guy said to the man. You insolent fool, you dare to— Stop, I'm so sorry, your majesty. One of the man's subordinate tried to attack Guy, but he was stopped by his king. Then the man sat down while putting his feet on the top of the table. Every demon lord now knew that this will be another bloodbath since the moment the Guy insulated Milim Nava and Guy Crimson, two of the most powerful demon lords on the octagram. Ch 13. Start of the banquet. Walpurgis, a banquet that is known by everyone. For people it was a sign of a bad omen, but for the people that are aware of what Walpurgis are, it was nothing but a gathering of the most powerful individuals in the world to discuss solution for the certain problem. Today those individuals are gathered for two purposes. One is for the approval of a new demon lord candidate who wanted to join their ranks. To join the demon lord's ranks, the rules were simple. To obtain a demon lord seed, get the approval of the 3 or more demon lords that are currently in the group, or prove yourself by taking the seat of the other demon lord. After the man's seat, Guy immediately started the banquet. Now that we are starting, state your name and your reason for wanting to join our ranks, Guy said. Oh, my name was Gill and my reason was simple. I will join the rank of this lowly demon lord to show my power to all of you weakling, and I demand that the entire ocean to be my domain, Gill said. He was a Mare folk that lived under the ocean away from the land and is not aware of any war that happened in the surface. The demon lords that heard his demand was surprises, since he want the whole ocean for himself. And why would we agree to your request? Luminous said. Why, you ask? If we wanted to, we could just invade you all land dwellers, since you all had been constantly hunting and killing my people, especially that blue-haired girl, Gill said and points his hand to Rimuru. I don't remember hunting your own kind or even killing them, Rimuru said. Master, he was referring to the fish that you caught, Seal said. Ah, does that mean those fish that we eat are his kin? No, master. I see, so he's using that as an excuse to obtain the whole ocean as his domain. Correct. Seal replied. My, do I have to say it out loud? You have killed my people and you don't even feel guilty, and be careful with your words, girl. I might kill you for your disrespectful attitude, Gill said. Why would I feel guilty about the food that we eat, and besides those are mindless fish that act on instinct, Rimuru said. You little— Gill was about to say something, but Guy interrupted. That's enough, let us vote if we want him on our ranks, Guy said. I was waiting for you to say that, Guy, Rimuru said. Well, I want to kill this brat, but because of the rules that you said I can't kill him, and I needed to wait to finish his useless argument. So what are your votes? Guy said. No, Rimuru said bluntly. I don't want a bastard like him on our rank, so no, DeGruel said. No, Milim said as she continues to eat her honey. I would also vote no, Ramirez said. No, Leon and Dino said. I don't want a being that is weaker than us to be one of the demon lords, so my vote is also a no, Luminous said. So 8-0, I guess you already know what that means, Guy said. Gill, who was listening to the demon lord's judgment, was furious and he couldn't hold his anger, so he attacks Luminous, who was the closest to him. But his attack didn't reach her because it was stopped by Rimuru. Now you've made me mad. First you insulted my friend and now you attack one of my wives. I hope that you are ready for what was about to happen, Rimuru said as his aura started to flare from all directions. Guy, seeing Rimuru all angry, immediately explained the room and created barriers around Rimuru and Gill, who was with his subordinates. Luminous, Chloe, and Yuna wanted to enter, but Guy said that Rimuru alone is enough, kill the 3. You better choose your words, it might be your last, Gill said. Rimuru then immediately appeared in front of him and punched him in the gut, and Gill was thrown a few meters away. His 2 subordinate immediately runs towards their king, who was vomiting green blood. My king, are you alright? One of his subordinates asked. You 2 are useless. Do you think I look alright? Kill that bastard, Gill ordered. The 2 immediately stands up and tried to attack Rimuru. But Rimuru just casually throws the 2 away from him. You little— after I'm done with you I will rape that wife of yours and kill him in front of. Gill didn't finish his sentence because another punch made its way to his face, and again he was thrown away a few meters and his nose and face were bleeding badly. You said to choose my words carefully. Well, I have chosen my words carefully, insect. Perhaps you should have done the same, Rimuru said as he grabs Gill's neck. Rimuru then cuts off his arm while applying thought acceleration to Gill. The 2 subordinate tried to save their king but was beheaded by Seal, who appeared on Rimuru's back. Gill was screaming in pain since Rimuru applied mind acceleration to him. He felt the pain for over 1,000,000 years. Even so, Rimuru healed him and cut both his hands and legs over and over again. Gill felt that his flesh was slowly getting ripped apart because of the thought acceleration that Rimuru applied. For Rimuru and the others, it was nothing but a few seconds that had passed, but for Gill, he had been suffering for millions of years. The pain that Gill felt was also enhanced after Gill was broken. Rimuru decided to end his life by breaking his soul into millions of pieces so it will never heal again. He didn't absorb it since he doesn't want the soul of some who insulted his friend and tried to kill his wife. After the battle, rain and misery cleaned the blood that was on the floor and everyone was back in their seats. That was awfully fast, Rimuru-kun, Guy said. Well, I don't care if it's fast or slow, I just wanted to make that guy suffer for trying to kill my wife, Rimuru replied. Luminous, who heard Rimuru's words, turned red, which everyone saw, and just smirked at her. Luminous sure have a pretty good husband, but Rimuru, are you supposed to tell them about that? Ramirez said. Everyone was surprised since Ramirez was acting all mature. You're planning something, aren't you? Rimuru asks Ramirez. What? I wasn't planning on anything, Ramirez said as he whistled, averting her eyes away from everyone. Well, enough of that. Now Rimuru, what is it that you wanted to tell us? Guy said, and everyone's focus shift to Rimuru. Everyone was looking at him except for Ramirez and Luminous, who already knows what he will say. Well, the reason was I think I might have found the whereabouts of Feldway, that's all, Rimuru said. Oi, care to explain it in detail? Guy said, and the other demon lords just nodded. Rimuru explained about Yuna and the Bear Gate that he, or more specifically Seal, had been analyzing. He also told about the attack of Azazel and the other fallen. So after half a month I will go to Yuna's world and find Feldway. He was a dangerous individual if left alive, Rimuru said. Alright, I have no objections, but do tell us if you find the guy. The first want to have fun, you know, Guy said. Me too, I want to fight that guy again, Milim said, but. No, everyone said in union, ehhy. Milim asks, last time you two fought you almost destroyed the entire world, Guy said. I agree with Guy, we can't let someone like you fight that guy, Luminous said, but. No buts, Luminous said that, making Milim shut up. Alright, I leave that matter of finding Feldway to Rimuru-kun, Guy said, which everyone agreed, and with that, the meeting was over and everyone returned to their own domain.